Welcome back to Threshold of Revelation, session 38, titled Renard's Ruin. Last session, the group entered into Renard's Run, the hometown of one Ezekiel, and have learned that the Ionian riders. Stop it! Baby! Why do you do it? Go. So, yeah, they entered into the ruin of Renard's Run, learned that the Ionian riders were basically putting the citizens of that place to the sword, leaving them in grotesque kind of ways. They also butchered all of the people that came from Amblevote as refugees. And yeah, they entered into the only remaining structure, which was the childhood home of Ezekiel. They
Big
fought
doghouse.
Big Doghouse. They fought the elite riders and have come to stand face to face with Willowdean, the leader of the Ionian riders. They've fought him quite handedly for the past few rounds. He has uh, taken the fire that was started by um, Sanat in the lobby there, the side room, and the fire's kind of grown since that point. It seems that or the writer of Ionis, is able to kind of manipulate the flames to his benefit.
Don't blame that on me. I
You
wasn't the
didn't
only
start
one
the
that
fire.
cast fire in here.
Nobody
So it
blames
was
you.
Sanat's fault.
I would want payment for damages.
And just a note for everybody else in other games of mine. Brent will oftentimes come into the chat and ask why the town isn't burning. He is a real one and is willing to burn down his own house
Yes.
in his town. So I just want to make sure you folks understand that. On initiative 20, the lair action will happen. Everyone in the space will take 5 fire damage. And this is the third round that the fire effects have happened, correct? Yes. So I need
Yeah.
everyone
Yep.
in the space to
I
make
think
it.
it's gotten bigger each time, hasn't it?
Yeah, I'm rolling 3d6. I just rolled really bad. It's 1d6
Oh, okay.
extra each round that it goes. But on the third round, an extra effect, I need everybody to make a Constitution saving throw.
Fuck.
DC's low.
Hello.
DC is 10, so those
God
9s
damn it,
will
Josh.
fail. Okay, so if you failed, you are currently poisoned. The smoke
What?
inhalation has caused you to become not as efficient.
He was.
So remembering what poison does, poison.
I am immune to poison because I'm a slime boy.
If you are immune to the poison condition, yeah, great.
I believe so. Let me triple check that dang old thing.
Oh, so the saving throw is to be, or is against being poisoned, right?
Yeah, so you would
I have advantage because I have the heal rune. Let's go.
Good.
Never mind. I have resistance to poison damage and advantage on saving throws against being poisoned. I am still poisoned.
Yeah, that saving throw was.
That is a real crock of shit.
Silas, you are up. You are standing next to Big Ezekiel and also the man himself.
I'm going to attack.
Mhm. Those will both hit.
19, and I'm gonna also bite for my my maul.
Okay.
Got him.
All right, and get your health back.
Good answer.
All right. All right. So he has spent 2 of his 5 legendary actions as he went mythic.
I just want to be sure that we understand that at the beginning of last round I did rage for my second time.
Yes.
I want to make sure
Yeah.
to be clear. So
Yeah, because it
doing good.
was going to end that
it
turn.
ended, and then I
You did it. Yeah, you raged during the rage, which is fine. I'm okay with that. It's just continue it as the bonus action.
right.
You
That's
haven't.
what. It
Yeah,
was.
you haven't gone a turn without a rage yet.
I just want to make sure that it was understood that I
Duration is
am.
continuing. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm on board. And then, like I said, he spent 2 of his total of 5 legendary actions. So I'm going to use 3 of them to Wild Strikes, which means he just goes ahead and takes his multi-attack action. So I'm going to swing with the Golden Axe against Ezekiel. and then I'm going to swing. That's going to be a miss. I'm going to swing with it against Silas. That'll hit. After halving, it'll be 10 damage. And then I will attack Ezekiel again. 23 to hit.
Miss.
Oh, you're right. Okay. 24 is your AC, right?
25.
25. Okay. Cool.
Big dog.
Okay. So miss, hit, miss. Cool. That's his legendary actions. He's done. Silas just finished their turn, so Sanat, you're up.
I'm just going to use the channel my Pearl of Power, the item, to regain a spell slot.
Okay.
And then that'll be it for my turn.
Got it.
I had to use an action for that, so.
Okay. You three, you're up.
How many weapons was I holding on the last turn?
So you currently are wielding the dagger and short sword
Okay, cool.
because of the only 2 light weapons you have for the 2-weapon attacking.
Were you using 2-weapon attack or just
Yeah, so it'll
attacking
go
twice?
attack primary with the short sword, and then I was offhanding with the dagger. So attack, and then bonus action attack. You can switch it up though and go dagger, short sword if you feel the dagger is better.
It's better to hit with. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's more
Loudest
accurate.
person in the world.
Are you talking about your wife?
Yes, she's
Tell her to go put on some loud ass
she's
music again.
ripping stuff apart like right next to my head.
More than fair.
Yeah, let's go dagger, sword.
Okay.
And I'll just come right back here. Also, Zach, you can hold your breath for an hour. So if you know your lungs are burning, you could just start holding your breath.
I might try for that, but I think I'm already poisoned, so it might not matter.
Oh,
That's
okay,
good.
shit.
And that's silvered.
Yeah, he doesn't have resistance. He's taking every bit of damage. That'll hit. And that'll miss.
What have we been hitting on? Do we know?
17 is his armor.
It was- Okay.
Fuck it, I'll burn the inspiration.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I used mine last time.
I'm actually gonna drop
Oh wait,
for
that's
strike
Nick's.
while I'm
Never
in
mind.
there.
I'm not using his.
I don't need to stick and move. Fuck it. And I'll pop him with the 3d6s instead.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, drop Zephyr and I'll pick up the favored foe.
Okay. So 12. Okay. Still standing.
Yeah.
Youth are done.
That's a good round though. I'm not mad at this. 3 solid attacks.
Yeah, what's funny is everybody said, like, when I started running into melee with you, they were like, whoa, he's never done that. And I'm like, yeah, he has. He's got all these magic
I
swords.
for sure
No,
have, yeah.
Let's go.
It was Andy that was calling you out. He was wrong.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I drew him with a bow, but, like, I mean... he's-
I don't normally stay,
Right.
Right.
but I get +1 defense if I'm holding 2 weapons.
Now you had you Spider-Man around.
Nix is up.
Ah, shit. Shit. Choo-choo. Spell list. I'm gonna do ant stuff. No, that sounds like a good idea.
If you had any spells left.
I got some. We're gonna hit him with a sharp note. I forgot to take damage off of Andy. It was 5.
Uh-huh.
Fuck, he's living so fat off the land right now with health points. Yeah, we're just gonna hit him with sharp note and hope for the best on that.
Yeah, and also I wanted to know,
Why does that
too,
query what level?
you don't cast it off of the spell sheet, you cast it off of the middle page. And
Oh,
yes,
okay.
because it's probably entered in, Goofy.
Jeepers.
Yeah, it looks like
Sharp
he entered
note,
it as not a cantrip. You can see there's
18 to hit.
that'll hit. So
22 piercing.
Alright. He's very,
job,
very
Andy.
wounded. Okay, Nyx is done. At the start of Willowdean's turn, he will be renewed by flame, so he regenerates. He will then use his bonus action to second wind,
Mhm.
and he will then use his action to use the ability Scorcher. He raises his axe like out of the ground after slamming it in with the wild strikes, slamming it like kind of into that place, lifts it up, kind of spins it in the air. It kind of catches the flames around it, becoming wreathed in it, and then he swings it wildly in front of him, and this just wave of flame just kind of starts shooting out from him. It is a 10-foot wide, 100-foot long line. So the only two people I'm not, or three. Sorry, yeah, this is kind of sad. There are some people who kind of moved off to the side. It's not as perfect as I'd hoped. Baby cat, you need to stop. That's not okay.
Is this an attack or a...
It is a spell-like
Save.
effect. It's not a spell
Okay.
alone.
Right. I should know.
So it's going to go like that, but it's as wide as the dog is.
So it's hitting
It's going to hit
Silas,
everybody
Doug,
except
and
for
everybody in
Macy
that line.
if they're in Silas.
Oh, it's not
Actually,
hitting Silas. Nice.
Oh, yeah, I can. You're right. That's smarter. I'm going to go that way. So it hits Silas. It hits...
Well, it has to go at a straight line from him.
Yeah, so it's going to be starting in this corner. So it'll go kind of out. And it'll be 10 feet wide.
All right.
That
Well,
works.
keep that in mind that we can make lines in any corner.
Well, it's anywhere you
Jot
like
that one down.
off your token, yeah.
Okay.
So saving throws, dexterity. You'll have advantage, Silas, due to it being an effect you can see.
Fuck.
It's not great.
What does Nyx do?
Nyx doesn't have to roll.
Damn him. Is this another real low save?
Okay, so Silas and Ezekiel succeed. Sanat and
Since this isn't like an aimed thing, like my mirror image doesn't do me any good, right?
correct.
What's damage?
The
Is it a lot?
damage is 40 fire damage.
Bodhi's down.
And then we take half of that if we passed,
Correct.
or not.
So I
And we
take none with
half
Shield
again.
Master.
Correct. So half for Silas and then half again, so it'll be 10. And then Ezekiel takes none. Bodhi and Sanat both take, or Sanat takes full. Yeah, he rolled a 10. Or they rolled a 10. Got it. Okay, and then Bodhi also. Cool. Okay, that's 2 unconscious spellcasters in one go. He is done with his turn. His speed resets from 0 to his full speed. Ezekiel, you are up.
Alright. I'm going to also bonus action second wind. Okay. So 9 plus my fighter level. Pretty good. 16 HP. And then I'm just going to hit him. Hopefully. 21 to hit.
Yeah.
And then another 20.
Okay.
Good answer.
Solid. Okay, so in between, do you have anything else? Sorry.
No, that's it.
Okay, in between your turn and Bodhi's, he's going to use Mythic Action Encircle. 28 to hit against Ezekiel.
Yep.
Okay. He reaches out.
No, because Nyx is gonna silvery barbs that.
Okay.
I'm awfully sure.
So he made the attack with advantage. He will be taking disadvantage, which means the first roll is going to be taken, which is still the 28.
Oh, that's still the 20. Well,
Yeah. And then who do you
shame
want
on
to
me
get the
for
advantage?
trying.
No worries.
Next to-
Fuck it, John.
For Encircle, he gets advantage if he was just attacked by the creature, so that's why he
Well,
uses
damn
it.
it.
But yeah, so he does not attack you with his axe. Encircle, he reaches out with his hand and just grabs a hold of.
It says the triggering creature must re-roll the d20 and use the lower roll. That's not the same as
Reroll.
disadvantage.
Oh, that's not the same as disadvantage.
So
You're right.
re-roll that d20, John.
I fucking will then.
You goob.
26.
Damn it.
All right.
Damn
So
it.
it'll still go
It's a
through.
good try. It's a good try.
We're gonna stick with the original damage though. It's gonna be 11 bludgeoning and 7 fire. You are grappled, and as long as you're grappled in this way, you're restrained, and I cannot use Encircle again. On each of my turns, I can forego an attack to continue to force the fire on you, because now the fire is channeling from his arm into you.
The benefit from silvery barbs, I think I'm gonna give to Ezekiel.
Okay. And then Ezekiel just went, so it goes to Bodhi.
Bodhi is, with periaptive wound closure, no longer dying.
Okay.
He is stable. And that is his turn.
Silas. Oh, sorry, between Silas and that. So you'll take a failed death saving throw because you're still burning. Silas, you'll have a failed death saving throw because you are also burning. And then everyone else is
Death
going to be
saving throw?
Yeah. So if you
Silas
take
isn't downed.
I'm
Si-
not down.
You're Sanat. You're talking about Sanat, aren't you?
Sanat.
Oh, dude, I'm like, wait, what?
Wrong
Watch
death
it,
name.
John.
I'm so sorry. You know how I am with names and numbers. I can't do either. So Sanat will take a failed death saving throw. When you take damage while you're dying, you take a failed death saving throw. So yeah, and I think that reopens you for wound closure, but on your turn it'll just seal up anyway. Everyone
That
else
does
is-
for me. I don't know. Does Sanat have a wound closure?
I do not.
Oh,
So just one failed death
I have
saving
no
throw.
way of saving myself.
I don't really.
If I had potions or something, I could. But
For everyone
Exactly.
else, it's 8 fire damage from the burning of everything, and I need con saving throws. DC's 11 this time. Good.
Is it 5 again? How much is the damage?
It's 8.
So 4.
Half. Yeah. Bodhi.
What are we beating?
Well, you don't have to make it if you're dying.
I'm making it for Nyx.
Oh, sorry. So yeah, it's an 11. So everybody's good.
Okay.
No poison condition.
What's the damage?
The damage was 8.
8.
Yep.
Zach, do you still have rapid drinker, or was that part of your body?
I have it. I just
And then
I couldn't react when I was downed.
sorry.
It's the same thing that would have put me down.
Not to make it even more confusing, between the Lair and Silas, or between Bodhi and Silas, either way works. He is going to use jump attack. So he will do the thing where he leaps into the air and lands elsewhere.
Opportunity attacks.
Yeah.
so he's not
grappling.
grappling him anymore.
He is. He's taking him with him.
Who's he grappling?
Ezekiel.
Ezekiel.
Then I don't get an opportunity attack?
No, because you're going with me.
Okay, then never mind my attack.
All right.
Crit, and
So
it-
it's not a crit because you have disadvantage. So it'll just be
Why?
straight roll. Because when he uses jump attack, you have disadvantage on the attack roll. We covered this last time. And also, you don't have advantage on a opportunity attack, anyways. So it's still just a 23. Reckless is only during your turn.
Okay.
23 hits, 22 hits. That's a lot of damage. All right.
They say he just collapses like midair.
Nope. He's still alive.
That'd be super cool.
Does Sentinel trigger, or
and-
no?
Yeah, it should only be one attack, so I'm gonna get that 13 back. Sentinel would trigger. That would be the case. So if you have Sentinel, then he will not go.
Or Ezekiel has it.
Oh,
I don't get an
Ezekiel can't
opportunity
attack him.
attack.
Ezekiel doesn't get an opportunity attack. I'm taking him.
Yeah, no, I swung it because I thought I did that.
But if an adjacent enemy moves, you Sentinel.
The
He's
thing is
adjacent.
he is also moving, and it's not. Click Sentinel for me real quick. That's very interesting.
I thought that was the wording.
That's no, you definitely hit something here. Creatures provoke opportunity attacks from you even if they take the disengage action before leaving your reach. And when a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against another target, there's no for just moving. I can still run
Okay.
around a Sentinel, I just can't exit. So yeah, grabs Scott Ezekiel, fire breathing like him and the Kennelborn. He then jumps into the air, steps onto the statue, and then kind of moves down, kind of towards the two unconscious people. Tries to pin Ezekiel down, but Ezekiel, you kind of catch your footing, and you kind of hold yourself up and kind of stare into his face with like rage, but not Silas level rage. Speaking of Silas level rage, it is now Silas's turn to continue to
Attack.
hit me. Yes. 27, 26. Both will do the damaging.
Gonna Hungry Jaws again.
Go for it.
Good.
Ooh. Ooh, that's fun. Okay. Alright, and you get your health back, and he's well damaged. Sanat, you have one death saving throw, so roll a d20. If you roll a 1, you're dead. But you're not dead because you're a ghost. Okay, you're good. And also on your character sheet, kind of in the middle, there should be a death saving throw spot you can click. Which will also have the level of successes and the level of failures you've got too. Should be 1 success, 1 failure. In between Sanat and Uther, he will use another legendary action. That is he's used 2 so far. So this will be 3 more that I'll be using, so all of them. He will use Wild Strikes, which means he attacks 3 times. I am going to attack against Silas. I'm going to attack against Silas, and I'm going to attack against Silas. Because current problem is Silas. You're doing like 40 damage around.
Grrr.
First attack will hit, second attack will crit, third attack will also crit. Because
Going
reckless.
on 18 AC2.
Yeah. 20,
Check.
30, 30.
It's fine. I was just checking. I was just
No,
making sure you know it went up.
I'm actually going to Runic Shield one of the crits.
Okay. So hit, and then you're going to Runic Shield, you said?
Yeah, he rerolls the d20.
Re-rolls the d20, not... okay. But I
I'm gonna
still have
silver barbs
advantage
that
on the
last
roll,
hit.
right?
Yeah, use the new roll.
Okay, cool. So then swing. 22 will still work, but not a crit. More than fair.
Nick silvery barbs the 3rd hit.
Okay. So then it will not be a crit as well, but it'll still be a hit, because 18...
You wouldn't
AC.
still have advantage. You just roll 1d20 and use the new roll.
Oh, for the new one. Right. Sorry. We did it again. That is still a crit. New roll, 11 and 30. Both ends of the spectrum. Cool. Okay, so let me figure this out. The 20 was not... The first attack was not touched. 18 slashing damage. It'll do 9 against Silas. The second attack was changed from a crit to a normal hit. Because you force a reroll, which would mean it goes to the 5th time I click the button, not the 3rd time I click the button. Great. So that would be a hit for 13, half will be 6. The last attack was also a crit, which you forced a reroll on the silvery barbs, and it still got a crit. I'm going to use the original damage, which will be a total of 20, halved is 10.
I'm smiling bloodily.
Okay.
Good man.
In the last attack, as he kind of smack, and then like draws it back again in like a spiral attack, slams into the statue, and it locks the golden axe in place. But you watch as it almost goes all the way through the statue. Uther, you're up.
Who has like really been suffering from the smoke inhalation?
Sanat and Bodhi.
Are both laying on the ground.
We're both down.
Okay.
Bodhi can help Sanat. I don't know if Sanat can help Bodhi, but Sanat's in worse shape right now.
Bodhi's down though.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're both down.
Alright.
Nyx will probably get one of them up as well, right? Healing worded.
That's the idea.
And sharp note.
Sharp note like a bonus action?
It's an action.
Okay. Do you have anything that's a bonus action?
Healing word.
Right. Right.
Alright, Uther.
Yeah, I think I'm 5 feet short of getting there.
You have what, speed of?
35.
Yeah, no, you got it.
To Bodhi?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
You can go here and then go here.
Mind your toesies around that fire.
Oh, I don't mind it. I want to pop in next to Bodhi. I'll bonus action heal. Right.
If it's cure wounds, it's an
Healing word?
Cure wounds is an action.
action.
Yeah.
Damn it.
You gonna
Oh,
redact
yeah.
all that?
I'll be honest. I'm going to just be honest with you. It looks like even if you attack him, he's probably going to survive a full turn. Another full turn. So I just want to...
No, I wanted the bonus action heal. I was going to put an air bubble on him. He'd be able to breathe for 24 hours.
Oh, that would be rad. But no, yeah, you've only got cure wounds. I don't think you have healing words, so it's
I
gonna
don't.
be an action, you know. And then unfortunately, you won't be able to 2-weapon fight off of that either. So if you have another bonus action to use, that'd be fine. But 2-weapon fighting requires you to attack.
Right, I wouldn't get the attack out of it.
Yeah.
I still get the defense bump.
If you get him up, you'll be able to get people up on his next turn.
Yeah, let's heal him. Is he soon, or is he just going to get killed again?
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure you're the only one on here that's not bloody.
He's a
Pretty
couple
sure.
spots away.
Yeah, Nyx is next too. And
Nyx is next, though.
Get the wizard up.
Assuming this guy doesn't, interrupt it or some shit. Legendary points.
I'll be honest, I already know exactly what I'm doing on my turn.
Yeah, Zach
Okay.
gained 7. I feel like you're just gonna get cut right back down.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. He's a tough boy. All right, Nyx's turn, right?
Unless I had a bonus action. I don't think.
He's gonna run.
Yeah,
it
go
up.
nuts.
Is it Nyx's turn?
Nyx's turn,
I
yeah.
think John's.
Okay, I'm making sure he wasn't
I was sitting
doing
there waiting
something
for him to
between-
do something crazy.
between Uther and Nyx.
You
No,
gotta,
no, no,
you
I'm
gotta
out
push
of-
the
I'm out
turn
of
tracker
actions.
button. You gotta
Sorry.
push the button. Go to next.
Yeah, no, I did. It just was lagging. Sorry.
Mm.
I've been having fun issues on my computer side today. But yeah, Nyx is up. So healing word for Sanat, and then sharp note, or do you got it?
I think Nyx is going to step into this square, use his last dangle spell slot, Cure Wounds on Sanat
Okay.
for level 3,
Ooh, that's big. 22 back.
22 hit points,
Okay.
and I don't think we have any bonus actions we can do after that, which is just fine.
You can bardic inspiration. I think he has.
I think he's out.
He's out. He's out. Okay.
Yeah, he's out. Yeah, he's just gonna fall back to this position.
Willowdean will spend, he's got one hand on Ezekiel's throat, the other hand on the hilt of the axe. He's spending the turn kind of wrenching the axe, kind of looking at Silas. But you watch as the fire courses over him, over the statue, over top of him, and into Ezekiel. So, as I said, with in circle during his turn, he can forego an attack to make you just take damage automatically. And he will do so 3 times. So you will be taking.
Is it against Ezekiel?
Ezekiel will be taking 11 fire damage. Then, do you have any reactions to that?
I already used my reaction.
Oh, okay. 14 fire damage. And then 15 fire damage. But if you're already knocked down from the first one, it'll be 1 death saving
Death
throw.
saving throw.
Yeah. He will let you go until you drop to the ground.
Okay.
And he doesn't have any movement, so he is going to be spending this turn. At the end of it, he has his speed free, so he's back to full speed. And then Ezekiel, you are up. Death saving throw. Natural 20, natural 20.
Oh man, if only.
I would've been-
If
I
only.
would've
I
been like-
would have been so happy.
Would have been real neat.
It is fated for you to do it. 1 success. We'll move from Ezekiel to Bodhi, but between Ezekiel and Bodhi, he will. Man, I'm so tempted.
Thought he was out of bullshit.
Oh, his turn. So he gets his legendary actions out his turn. I am going to Waves of Flame against
That Uther looks pretty tough.
Silas. So Silas, you'll have
Shut the
advantage.
fuck up!
You'll have advantage on this dexterity saving throw. Go ahead. Okay, so then that'll fail, but you'll still take half. This is costing all 5 of his legendary actions. So you're taking 54 fire, so half would be 27. So, yeah. You down?
Yeah.
Okay, so he basically, after knocking Ezekiel down, kind of spins around with the axe, kind of holding it, and aha! And slams his hand against it, and the ring of the axe causes the flame to shoot out directly into Silas's face and kind of drop him down. All right. I'm gonna put the X's so we know who's down and who's up. Bodhi, it is now your turn.
Do I have the potential to get past this guy?
So if you move away from him, outside of a space adjacent to him, then I get an opportunity attack if I want to use my reaction. But if you stay adjacent to him, you're fine. You can move all around him.
Right, I can excuse myself past Uther, right?
Yeah, you can get to Silas if that's what you're
Okay,
looking
that's what I'm asking. I am going to use my action, cast Cure Wounds at first level on Ezekiel. This is
Okay.
not much, but this is what I have to do. There's 5 for you, bud. And movement, get my
Twinning.
way past Uther.
You twinning?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, rapid drink.
You know what? I could twin. That is a better idea. Yeah, I'm gonna use my points. I'm gonna twin that.
Okay. And then you still have you could you have
bonus action. I'm gonna drink a potion.
Yeah. All right, Bodhi, good turn, solid. I have no more
Buddy,
legendary.
You could have got me up.
Zach's
I
not
did
holding
get you
your
up.
breath.
You got the other
You get 5 as well.
5 points.
Hold
yeah.
your breath.
Oh, he just said.
He healed both.
That's
Okay.
what he was talking about. Do I want to twin it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
He was going. I think
So
what he
you're
was-
you're back on your feet.
cool.
I think what the
I
plan
was going to
cure
quaff a
and then-
potion into you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Um,
Use my. Are you?
Hang on, I'm not done.
Sorry.
I can't remember what to roll for a potion. Is it 2d4 plus 4?
2d4 plus 2 if it's a regular potion.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Jody.
Hold your breath.
God.
So that'll be a total.
I
of
got
6.
1 more hit point than you did.
All right, that'll go to Silas. You said you were standing up. That'll be half your movement, and then hitting him. You are
Get
no
real
longer,
mad and hit him again.
Moving.
Well, you're no longer raging because I did knock you unconscious. So
Cool. I'm gonna rage again.
30. Yep. And that's your last one for the day.
No, I have one more. I have.
Oh, is it 4? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always forget how that tracks. Okay, that'll hit.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Okay.
that'll miss.
Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and bite too. Hungry
Okay.
Jaws.
That'll hit on the nose. Ooh,
Nice,
real
nice,
close, real
nice.
close. We're definitely in the last stretch here. Silas done. Sonat,
Can I use my inspiration to make that one hit? It wouldn't hit. It would hit. On the nose, it wouldn't
No.
hit. Bummer.
17's
Okay.
the number.
Ah, bummer.
Sonat.
Damn, Bard's not doing his job.
Oh, okay. Stands up, and so you're shooting it up at him, or straight, up at him, so it does not
Through
hit
his
Silas
chest,
behind him.
out the ceiling.
I can create pockets of relative safety
Oh,
for
so,
them.
Fuck this house.
I'm like, I am not
Oh.
gonna worry about my friends. I can protect them.
Nothing but bad memories here.
Okay,
Inside of the ear.
so that is
Would you rather be dead or have a house?
to be a dex saving throw.
Something for the pups to inherit.
27, so he'll succeed. Half damage will be 11, and in response...
+2.
Oh, so plus 1, so
Or,
12. Yeah, 'cause
or is it? Yeah, because I have 3 is my proficiency bonus, so
It's half,
half
round
minus round down.
So would you add it before having it? Would it be 26 half, or would it be 23 plus?
down. So it'd be plus 3, 26. 26 half is 13. Yeah.
Got
So it's
you one more
than
point,
you had
buddy.
before.
No, I see what you said. Okay, got it. Because he already rolled a bad thing.
Order of operations.
Very important. Okay, cool. So that puts him
It's PEMDAS, will indeed.
real close. But in response,
Am I able? Okay, go ahead.
In response to him succeeding on a saving throw versus a spell, he'll use his ability Kneel. In response, he slams his axe
Whip 'em
down
out,
to the
boys.
ground and causes a
Send his axe
shockwave
stuck in the thing.
30 feet out towards you.
Yeah, wasn't his axe stuck in
His
the
axe
thing?
stuck.
No, his axe was pulled out at the end of his turn. So the effect is when he wild strikes, he stops himself from being able to move. He reverts to a 0 speed. That's mechanically
Was
how
that
it
part of
functions.
a?
Narratively, how I'm describing that is he's swinging so wildly it slams into something. It slams into
Okay.
a floorboard, slammed into the statue. But yeah, he did pull it free at the end of his turn.
It's
Okay,
it's
cool.
a summonable weapon too, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm just curious.
Even still,
because I used
gotta keep him honest.
I used the big fire against you for legendary actions. Yeah, the wild strikes is legendary. Anyways, point is, Neil, in response, he uses his reaction. Everyone within a 30-foot cone in front of him, so that'll be Nyx, Ezekiel, and Sanat, needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Who did he swing at last?
So Sanat used a spell against him. He succeeded
Oh,
on the
okay.
spell saving throw. Which
I was
allows him to
I
use
was
his
trying to
reaction in response.
throw myself on the sword with someone.
Ezekiel, you're fine. You take no damage.
Can you draw the cone? Because I feel like it misses one of the two.
Hold on.
Because it has to go 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, right?
It's 30 feet.
Don't cones start on 1 square though?
Yeah, so here, hold on. I'll do it. I'll draw it for you.
Getting real nitty gritty with this one, and I enjoy it.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
Perfect 90. It'll get all 3.
Oh, okay. I thought they had to follow like the map layout. or
What was the save? I'm sorry.
Oh, so it's
I keep forgetting for
dexterity.
Nyx. Dexterity. He's pretty good at that.
Failed.
No.
So, Ezekiel, you take no damage. A success on this is no damage. But for everyone else, you are taking 19 points of bludgeoning damage and are knocked prone.
He can survive that. Where did he get so many hit points?
Who?
Nix?
He ain't been in the fight. He's been in this fight.
He got knocked down like twice. It was very funny.
So, Sanat, you still have your turn, but your movement obviously will be complicated
Probably
by
that constitution of not zero. That's
him
gonna
knocking
be
you.
good.
I am gonna face step.
Okay, so you can appear standing. You don't have to be prone anymore. Teleport where you'd like.
I'm going. Did we say that this door closed? The one by Nyx?
No, the
Oh,
door
okay.
beyond that is the one that Uther discovered being locked and shut.
Sorry, 1 second.
No worries.
You're good.
And I'm assuming you're just going to be moving at that point, so I'm going to move on
Yeah.
to Uther, who is. I mean, it's getting pretty close here, folks.
I'm gonna
He's
Zephyr
badass.
Strike,
Told you should have killed him while you had the chance.
which gives me advantage on that for 23
Zephyr gives advantage.
for the attack you choose.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that'll hit. And it does an extra D8, right?
Yes,
Okay.
5. Second attack,
That'll hit as
19.
well. Damn,
On
damn,
that
damn.
one, I will let the Zephyr drop and pick up the other hit
Okay,
for an additional 5.
so yeah,
And then the third attack.
that'll miss.
Anybody got a thing?
Nix does, but I don't think I'm allowed.
We
Can't
gave
spend.
it to him.
Can't spend people who aren't here as inspiration.
Anybody that's here have inspiration?
I don't think so.
Because I feel like we're real close.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure we're real close.
I will let you know this since we're moving on. I will let you know it wouldn't have killed him. So it'll go to Nyx, who, depending on how well he rolls on a sharp note or whatever he does here, it could go kind of crazy.
Yeah, I'm out of spell slots, so
Sharp note.
I think it is a sharp note time. Shing. Damn it, I fell for it again. Click it from the weapon. It is there, not alphabetized or nothing. 20 to hit, 17 piercing.
That's so
Chad?
close. No, it's not a Chad, but
Double Chad, triple Chad.
It's he's got a number of hit points, but yeah. at
Plus
this-
weight.
5 chats.
Anything else from him?
Yeah,
Okay. At the start of his turn, he will regenerate.
I don't think he has anything else. That's a bonus action you can spend. Nope. Bonus versatility. Okay, we haven't done any rests.
All right.
Nah, man, I don't think he's got anything.
He is going to, again, at the start of his turn, he regenerates. He will go ahead and, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and whirlwind.
That doesn't sound good.
So everyone within 15,
Oh, damn it.
no, sorry, 10. I'm bad.
I think that's everybody except for Nick's.
Wrong ability. 15 is for,
It's not.
yeah, Fury wins. Okay, so everybody that's that needs to make a strength saving throw. These are big.
Everybody, how far? What?
Damn, okay. Strength
10
saving
feet?
throw. Everybody within 10, so this will be not
I think
Nyx,
that's
not
you.
Sanat.
No, not
Grab
Sanat.
the axe and stop.
Oh,
him.
he is within 10. Sorry, yeah, it will be.
Damn it,
within
I'm
as
sorry. I'm sorry, buddy.
What do we got, Joseph? Alright, so he spins the axe over his head, and wind bursts out from him. The wind will buff it. On a successful saving throw, it looks like everybody but Sanat. You only take half damage, which will be.
Don't worry, I only got 3 health anyway, so that's the maximum I could take.
I add 2d6 because he's currently on fire. So 26 is the max damage. So, Sanat, you'll take 26, get pushed 20 feet backwards, and are
I'll
knocked
take
prone,
13.
and everyone else will take 13. Yep.
Bodhi's down.
Sanat is down. All right. That is Willowdean's turn. Ezekiel, you're up.
I'm down for that since
Okay. Death saving throw.
10 on the dot.
Okay. Ezekiel done. Bodhi, you
Mega
are
7.
up.
I'm not up,
Saving
but
throw.
I'm stable. It's my turn. I got periaptive wound closure.
Okay. Solid. Bodhi done. In between Bodhi and Silas, Willowdean will use Wild Strikes. So he'll attack 3 times. I think Silas is still the problem, so I'm going to go ahead and attack him 3 times. Oh wait, Uther's here as well, right?
Ether, how many cure wounds you got? Is it a lot? Fuck.
I have a spell slot left.
I'm actually
Oh, we're probably gonna haunt this house.
I'm actually going to split my attacks because I just realized Uther's there. I'm going to go Uther. I'm going to go... Somebody roll a d6. I don't want to think.
No, Brett, you're always rolling stuff.
Because I already rolled the stuff. Okay, so
I too.
that'll go Uther, and then the last attack will go against Silas. So the first attack will hit 29. The second attack will hit a 24 Uther. And then the last attack against Silas, which you reckless, right, buddy?
Yeah.
Okay, so that'll hit a 29. Okay, so against Uther, you're going to take 22. And then you're going to take... Are you still standing after that?
I'm gonna reduce it by that D12 plus
Damn.
3.
Damn,
15.
okay.
I'll take 7.
7?
All right, and so you're still standing?
Hell yeah.
The second attack will do 20 damage.
A mighty oak.
And then
Still standing, bitch.
Silas, the attack against you will deal 24 points of damage. So half will be 12.
We have Rockside or whatever it is now. You guys get to know.
Are you down? Okay.
I like on the nose.
Yeah. I will say I totally forgot about the fire for this round, and I'm fine with that. I'm just going to move past it.
I held my breath.
Actually, no, I don't feel bad. It's not a
Did we
lot.
just wipe?
No,
I mean,
no.
there's only.
It should have gone before his attack.
Yeah, so preemptively. Sanat would have been knocked before that. So Sanat, you have 1 failed death saving throw. And then Nyx would be down 4 hit points because on 4d6 I rolled 4. And then Silas, no change to you because I wouldn't have done any more damage to effect. Uther, you're down 4 hit points from where you're at. And Bodhi, were you down before the start of this turn? Right.
No, I was down. Yes. When,
He killed you on his turn, right?
he killed me with the whirlwind thing.
Yeah, so then, you'll be down 1 death saving throw as well, just like Joseph's
Okay.
character. Okay, and then Silas, it's your turn, death saving throw.
Wait, did the death save come before or after my turn?
Before, because the fire
So
damage.
I'm clear.
Oh, right.
Periaptive wound closure. I'm back to stable.
You're good. So then, Silas, death saving throw. Good, 1 success. Sanat, death saving throw.
So did I get a death? Like, was that another death saving throw? Like, in addition to the one I already had?
No, you
So
reset to 0
Yeah,
on
you reset
both.
when you got back up.
Once you're up, you're all are 0.
So that's a failure. You have 2 failures on you right now. And then
But is it not set back to 0 because I was up?
it,
Are you telling me I have another one now?
You have
saving
one.
throws
You have
reset
2
to 0
now.
when you're healed.
That was what I was asking.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
thanks.
the goal is you have to succeed 3 or fail 3 during an instance of dying. So yeah, each instance of dying will be separate. They don't linger. Sanat, you're 2 down. Uther, you are still standing. I think you're the only one. Oh, Nyx is as well. Okay. What would you like to do?
Cry a little.
We've got no healing spells.
Nyx has nothing.
Nothing. No spare the dying. Not shit.
We might have to kill this guy as a bunch of ghosts then.
Maybe.
Well, keep in mind, one of you needs to stay alive. Otherwise, you just haunt this house. So
No, one of us can
Spooky
handle
scary.
material objects as a ghost. They
No,
can
no,
carry
no,
the
but you
stone.
can't leave.
Oh, we can't activate it.
You can't leave. You can't go past 30 feet from your icon, whatever you mark as the thing that keeps your ghost there. So unless
Kill
there's a
him.
soul well here, you are SOL. So
We got this. Kill him.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Because to do that, I have to use my last spell.
well, if you use your last spell to attack him and kill him, I mean, you definitely have to worry about the aftermath of that. But we'll see what happens when whatever happens.
I mean, people have potions on them, so I can force that after
Nyx has a potion.
if he falls.
Yeah.
I do have, I believe, 2 potions as well on me.
So you guys are voting go for the kill.
I'm hoping you're able to do it.
Okay. I'm gonna use my last Zephyr Strike.
All right. 20 will hit.
20 hits. 9 plus a D8.
And don't forget the you have a marked.
No, I have to drop it to pick up the Zephyr Strike.
Oh, right.
I pick up. I have 1 mark left in addition. Yeah, I'll
Got it,
pick
got
that
it.
up on the second attack.
Okay.
Hits with the mark.
Carve him.
And the last attack. For 9.
All right. So you rush forward, seeing all your friends knocked to the ground, dying. You stab him in the lower leg. He kind of turns about to look at you. You kind of rush up to his hip, stabbing him again with the dagger in the hip. He drops low enough for you to bring the short sword straight into the side of his throat. Once that's buried in, a burst of wind rushes out from him. I need you who are standing to make a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh, I'm good at that one.
Yeah,
18.
no damage.
Everyone's still
Oh,
standing.
fucking hell.
For Nyx, yeah. Okay, so that's a
11?
failure. He'll take 11 points of damage, and he's
Okay.
pushed back
Did he
20
fall?
feet. You also watch as all the corpses are kind of just thrown away from him.
Okay.
Sure.
Any more damage? He's pushed back 20 feet. Does it
Yeah,
just put him in the corner, or does it put him in another room or something?
Puts him in the corner.
Okay.
And
Is
when
this a lone survivor scenario?
when he falls to the ground,
Oh.
he drops the axe, and the wind actually buffets out in such a fashion that the flames are put out.
Okay.
Uther, you very quickly realize that the structural integrity of the house, due to the fight having gone as long as it did, is compromised.
Oh yeah, I'm
So-
an absolute wizard at architecture.
Well, again, you know what's sturdy and what's not, being a mountain man.
Rock's good.
Burnt wood bad.
This wood, this bad.
But yeah,
Dogwood.
this
Burnt
point-
dogwood.
I'm gonna slow the music, and I'm gonna
Mostly
ask you
burnt
just
hair in here.
narratively, without thinking about it, what are your goals for the next few moments?
What is in this room?
The golden axe, and a lot of scorched shit.
As far as
And
windows
also-
and doors.
And also, there is a door that you know from conversation. This door here, that leads out, and it's
Outside.
Yeah, it'll lead out to the front porch.
And I'm fairly confident that all enemies are dealt with in the vicinity.
If
There
they,
were some servants.
if they aren't, they are on fire. Like if they were in the house, they are on fire. If they're outside, you're not sure because again, this is a kind of interior space you're in.
Sanat and Bodhi, did they seem like they had any spells left?
Well, we're gonna be moving into kind of
This is my 6 seconds of thinking before I grab and move.
Okay.
Did they look like they were still capable of performing magic?
no, Sanat kinda.
Okay,
Bodhi,
I'm
not so much.
grabbing those two and I'm busting through that door and I'll
Okay.
search them for potions and
Do
heal
me a
them.
favor and just make a medicine check.
5.
I'm
Okay.
made of jelly.
Sanat?
You won't know.
In the process of this, you die. So as you're moving with
What?
Sanat, Uther, you watch as Sanat's ghost leaves the body and starts following after you. You
I
place-
just drop them then.
place the body outside. Well, no, you don't leave the body. It's got the shit on it. He's not
Yeah,
the
it
one.
doesn't matter. If he builds a new body, he gets his shit back.
No, that's not how it works. That's never how it worked.
It was.
No,
We got
No,
our
we
ma-
gotta take our
I
stuff.
thought we got the magical shit back. It reformed
magical
with us.
shit. that
We-
you've been
we
attuned
brought
to,
it with
yeah.
us.
Magical. But
His
not.
book's part of that, though, right?
So yeah, it is now. So that's good. That's fine.
Yeah.
Actually, you're good.
There's nothing that matters on that corpse.
You take the two.
The less
corpses
evidence,
outside.
the better.
You drop them. if you do a quick scan around, you'll see that there's no one of presence. There's no people about.
Yeah,
You
I'll
don't
do a
notice-
quick search and then search Bodhi for potions. Does he have any on him?
Yep.
And I'll pull that out and slam one down his throat.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a D100 for me.
Can I just push it inside his body and open it?
Roll a D100.
There's enough scarring. I think it's possible.
43. Well, he's made of jelly now.
Okay. Oh, yeah,
Everything's
that's
an
true.
opening.
That's right. Absolutely. You can just like open it and throw it in.
Pop the
Wouldn't Nix
cork,
have a chance to
shake
run out
it.
too?
What's that?
Wouldn't Nix have a chance to run out too?
We're going to assume that he does, and obviously he doesn't pick
Okay.
anybody up. But then,
Yeah, I was asking to make sure he wasn't dead, and I missed that part.
no, he's got 2
Nix
hit
is
points now.
alive.
And so when you rush outside, when Nix rushes outside, kind of just moves past Uther, you go back inside. Ezekiel, you reverted back to normal size, right?
No, it lasts for a minute.
Oh, okay, so he's still massive and weighs however 4 times as many pounds as he normally does.
About 800 pounds.
Yeah.
No, I think it's
How-
8 times your weight.
How many rounds did you have left of that?
I started it whenever I got down to him.
Okay, so then that actually would be gone in less than a minute. It'd be gone in a few rounds. In fact, probably
Okay.
by the time Uther gets back inside.
So I'll grab Silas and get him out, and then
Nix
third
is
round,
going
if I
to
can make
put-
it,
Okay.
I'll get the dog.
Roll a D100.
Nix is putting a healing potion in the dog's mouth and running outside.
Nix is putting a healing potion in the dog's mouth and then running outside, you said? Okay,
Yes.
I'm cool with that. Go ahead and get rid of the healing potion. And Ezekiel, you get out that last D100, even though it was beneficial for you, was not needed. And then once you get outside everybody, a few moments after that, and everyone's kind of collected, is there anybody else going back in for anything? Or
As I was running out, could I have grabbed
I
that?
gotta get Silas.
yeah, Ezekiel, it's already been grabbed. Uther went back in and grabbed Silas.
Oh,
If I
okay.
got up, I would go for the axe.
Well, you're not conscious. You're still.
Oh, okay.
dying. They're just
Uh,
dragging your body.
Was
out.
the axe normal sized?
No.
I
Is it
mean,
giant.
Yeah, it's quite big.
Could I
If
could
I
I
were
have grabbed
healed-
it with Silas when I went in for him?
It's.
Are they close enough together?
I'd say that it wouldn't be close enough together. No.
Okay.
Ezekiel on his beeline out would be able to pick it up and take it though. He can't wield it. Also, he can't wield it because it's a two-handed weapon. Even if he could wield it, he's not gonna be using it. Like, I'm pretty sure. Okay, great. So you managed to get out, and I'm gonna move us to just the base map there.
Still better than the enemy having it.
When you're outside of the house, a few moments pass, and after those few moments, as everyone's kind of getting back up, Sanat's ghost kind of lingering over his body. This is not the first time that they have died, Joseph, so you would be kind of familiar with this state of being. If we do get into any conflicts before you make it to a soul well, you'll just be using, in the Dance Eternal, I believe we have a spirit version of you. It might be underleveled. But
Which type of creepy crawly is he?
Calling of the Wraith, which is the one that Bodhi is as well.
That's a crazy one.
It's
I
the
get
one that-
angry.
yeah, and does
It's the
damage.
claws one.
The claws one. But yeah, snap zooming us to where we are located. We're actually on Renard's Run. The house falls in on itself very shortly after you get in. The D100 rules, just so you know, starting with
House
a 20% chance of the house collapsing, then a 30% chance of the house collapsing. So
I thought it was what potion bottle Uther was gonna feed me.
nope, it was absolutely a chance
That
of
would have been
murdering
funny.
everyone in the house. Yeah,
But I got a lot of jars of shit.
surprisingly well. I was actually hoping to get more people in ghost mode, but whatever. You did great.
You guys are lucky I'm a fireman.
It was definitely a harder fight. That said, once outside, again, the town is completely empty. And Ezekiel, as you kind of look to it, you know that there was the servants that were in the kind of servants' quarters. It looks like those doors were locked as well. So you're pretty sure that everyone who was in that house is now not
Good thing
alive.
we knocked out that lady
And you left her outside?
instead of killing her. No, we knocked her out in the
knocked her out
hallway.
inside.
Yeah, she did.
She died in a bad
She
way.
never felt a thing.
Just the burning. But yeah, the shell of the house remains. It looks like all the other houses in this space now. Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
We
Had to be
need a
Sanat, not Nyx.
we need a camp.
Okay. So
Yeah,
you can rest here. There's just not a soul well present, and the Sanat kind of checking, or who has the lodestar.
I think it's Bodhi.
Bodhi.
Buddy.
Okay. It's not activating to a point where you are getting an inkling that there's one nearby.
I feel like we don't want to be anywhere near the burned down house right now because
No, we need to
that's gonna be visible for miles.
we need to beat feet with as flat as the land is here.
And keeping Sanat's body is probably a smart idea, or just getting all the stuff off of it and then leaving it.
Clear it and burn it.
Uh-huh. Just toss it.
I'll put his whole body in the bag.
Actually, yeah.
Whole
it
body
won't
in the
fit.
bag of holding.
Why wouldn't it fit?
250 pounds.
I thought it was
Okay.
like 500 pounds.
Yeah. No, it's
Man,
It's got like a narrow-ish opening, but he's an elf. He's slender.
yeah.
I'll break the bones. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
I mean, we just need
in
to
a very
salvage
respectful way.
we just have to salvage the gear. It's not really.
No, it's more fun though. We'll take in the
Yeah,
corpse.
but we got the body.
more
it- We haven't done enough testing, but we like to think that the body reforms easier if there's a present body.
If we give them an example to go by.
Stem
So,
cells.
are you traveling south, north, east, or west? And I'm assuming you're not going to move east or west on the road. You're probably gonna, if you do move those directions, kind of move caddy. So, just tell me, like, pick a direction, pick a hex, and move to it.
We know North has a soul well.
North has high grass we could hide in, but it also has the probability of running back into the cats.
True.
And in your current state, probably not the best plan.
South we have no knowledge of.
Correct.
East and west are absolute death.
East and West are a no.
Especially if they saw the fire, because they're probably on their way back.
Which pretty much leaves us with south. Right?
Due south. Okay, great. Roll a d20.
Yo, Jeremy, you got us down this myth.
I don't want to.
You saved us from the fire.
Andy.
Decided so.
18?
Roll
That's
d100.
high. That's too high.
This could be bad.
Can I roll fudge?
You rolled
29.
Let me check and see what we got. This is fun.
Just an overcast day, right?
No, funnier. Cool.
Light rain.
29 you said, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. As
Traveling cleric.
as you
named
make your
Jimmy.
way south, so just so you understand kind of the topography here, you're kind of moving into a space that drops down. It's not an immediate drop off. It's not like a cliff or anything. It's a rather slow decline, but a very noticeable decline. And you make it down into the grasslands to the south of Renard's Run at the base of this descent, which is about 100 or so feet, or a couple hundred feet elevation-wise difference from where you were. When you make it to that space, you can see that there are clear signs of pathways. It looks like you can see that there's a kind of worked through the grass, kind of due south of you, pathway that looks like it's heavily used by cavalry riders. The presumption is that Aeonians have been using this path. And looking at it on your map, Uther, and kind of checking it, you're pretty sure that this is a pathway towards Swordbreak.
Is that the dotted line?
Yeah, the dotted line, yep.
Okay.
What you notice, though, is that you're far enough away from that's not going to matter, and you're in a decent amount of high grass that it's not a problem either. And as you're walking, kind of looking for a place to kind of just settle down and stop and just rest for however long it takes, all of the time, if need be, something hits your foot as you're walking. You kind of stop, kind of confused, look down, and see the face of a dead man looking straight up at you, pale white, with quite a bit of kind of rot to him, like he's been down here for a while. Looking at his attire, he appears to be dressed very formally, and it looks like he is one of possibly a steward or a person of interest for Amplevote. He's kind of wearing the same clothes as the librarians were wearing. As you kind of take in this effect and start looking around, you'll notice there are about 12 more people, a total of 13 of these individuals. Not all of them dressed the same, but it definitely looks like this might have been a part of the refugees, possibly the ones who had the gumption and good sense to not stay once everybody started getting slaughtered. But it does
These
look
are-
like they are dead.
They are dead.
And it
Okay.
looks like they were run down by riders.
Eoni Riders.
In fact, some of them look like they were cleaved in half by a very large axe, which I believe you still have in your possession. Keeping in mind, that axe does weigh about 18 pounds. I just want to make sure that's clear.
We'll throw it in the bag of holding.
Yeah,
Fine.
yeah. So in with the Sanat
like-
corpse.
We'll put it in the corpse. That way it doesn't cut the bag.
And then turn it in.
Respectfully.
And then keep the ribcage around the blade so it's nice and sheathed. Oh my god.
Gonna have to crack the sternum.
I feel like
and
I'm
make it
probably
fit.
smaller than that axe. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll crack the sternum and pop it open.
Yeah,
It's
just gotta
fine.
split it open. You know? But anyways,
Respectfully.
just so you understand, Sanat, you are cognizant of everything that they're doing to your corpse. You're watching them as they handle it, because you are standing right there as a ghost. You are not like invisible to anybody. In fact, you aren't invisible to people who are corporeal. The dance eternal means that you remain here in this plane. So you're just kind of like a ethereal blue version of yourself that's striding along with everyone else.
Just give a what meme, and you're not using it.
He'd help us.
But yeah, besides,
I feel like an Eladrin would not be okay with you doing that to their body, but
you're
I
never-
digress.
You're not allowed in right now. You're a ghost.
You're also never.
It
Gonna
doesn't
use
matter.
That, you're never
Have
gonna
to
use
eat
that
to the
body
ship
again.
check shooters.
That body is
A sheath.
gone. Yeah, it's nothing. Like you're going to build a new one once you find a place where you can.
We're gonna make this right.
So
I'm okay with camping with the corpses
okay,
because it seems like an okay place to hide. There's
I
no
wanna
reason to
make-
come in and kill dead people,
I want to make
right?
sure you understand. It is not exactly a safe location. So it's obviously a place that Ionian riders are familiar with. So if you plan on staying here, you can rest. It won't be a safe rest. You'll be fine. It's just that the random encounter chance is a little bit higher in this place.
We could short rest though, and then beat feet.
Yeah. You have,
Hey, buddy.
hold on. You stopped just north and then traveled 2 hexes. This is technically your 3rd hex for the day. You didn't spend a lot of time in Renard's run to augment it, so you have 1 more hex you can go before it gets to you need to go to sleep.
I just want to check.
Yeah.
I was given a potion or something. No one actually said anything.
Oh, I
So I
would
don't
have.
know
I
what's
would have
happening
cast.
to me.
I'm sorry. I would have cast Cure Wounds on you once
Yeah.
we were outside.
Okay.
So I'll give you
What's happening to you is you're not dead.
You're
Keep
not dead.
walking.
10 HP.
Everyone is
Okay.
conscious and aware.
If they would want to give me the axe, I would like to look at it
Sure.
while we're traveling or while we wait, wherever we decide to rest. We don't have to, but that would be something that he would be interested in.
Absolutely.
We'll check that out when we hit long rest.
That's
time.
fine. That's absolutely cool. I was just wanting to make sure I was up and wasn't being dragged.
We need Silas
Do you want to inspect it
focused on
and
travel.
possibly attune to it during a short rest? Is that what you're leaning towards?
That's what I'm leaning towards.
Cool.
Yes, if everyone is okay with me having it. I
I
don't want
could
to be like, it's
identify.
mine.
Grabbed it for you, buddy.
For him.
So, the Ionian Golden Axe is.
We feel
a-
good on the short rest here.
Short rest here is fine.
Make sure we're not going to be attacked in the middle of that. We can knock out an hour.
We can still be, but
Yeah, there's not going to be another random encounter roll. I mean,
we're fine with short
Okay,
rest.
so we can hit the
here.
short rest and then we can jump a hex for the day. Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure we can start spinning our heels.
So the axe, I'll get you the stats for here in a bit, but yeah, it does require an attunement slot.
Yeah, that's fine.
I saw that 11. I got real desperate. No way.
And when you do attune to it, it will resize to your shape and form.
How many dice can you spend in a short rest?
All of them.
Depends on how many you have.
And does Bug Boy, I can't think of his name now.
Nick.
Saga Rest.
Yeah, can
Yeah,
you
he'd
do that?
I bet he would do that. Be any second to use soothing music. Each of those creatures regain an extra 1d6 hit points. That's it?
Just a d6, not per die.
Yeah, it's just 1d6
Okay.
from him.
Yeah.
Roll d6, Zach.
Okay. I'm on fire. Oh yeah, hell yeah.
I cannot roll below a 6.
Rolling hot, everybody.
4's been pretty beefy for me. My last one. Let's make it count. Hell yeah, there's that 4. Oh, reliable 4. I'm almost full. Fuck, I forgot about Nyx. We're just gonna
10 shy, I'm good enough.
Speed run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jesus, maybe not. What the hell? 26, 35, 42, 49. Might as well spend one more.
There he is.
56 though. Or he's back up to 56. Okay.
Those are your hit dice, not his, right? Or you
Those are
running-
those are his hit dice. It just
Okay, just
rolls
have your
under my
name
name. Yeah.
Okay,
See,
go next.
Mine are D6 plus 0. I can use the cool glasses to identify them. Whenever you're ready.
What's that?
I
The gold
should be able
max.
to identify those
Yeah, so you're identifying.
during the short rest.
Well, he said he was just going to attune to it, so that's going to give him the traits anyways. And the great swords that were on the individuals are just vicious great swords. Nothing great.
Did we do anything with those? Or did
No,
we take
I don't.
those?
I don't think we. Yeah, nobody said they
No,
grabbed.
I
I
didn't
think we
grab
left
them.
those
I was
behind.
just worried about getting the axe for Silas. So
We got the axe. Does anybody have anything else that needed identified? Was there any missing other objects? Okay. Then, yeah, here's the Aeonian Golden Axe. And so, for those not able to see it at home, the Aeonian Golden Axe is a great axe that is a unique weapon that requires attunement. It is a +2 great axe that grants a bonus to AC for range attacks equal to the wielder's proficiency bonus and resistance to fire damage. Additionally, you can reduce the weapon's magic bonus by 1 or 2 as a bonus action. If you do so, weapons, you can restore the magic bonus as a bonus action as well. Okay, sorry, that wording was bad.
Complicated.
Yeah, so you can reduce the magic bonus by 1 or 2. For each point that you reduce it by, you deal an additional D8 fire damage with the weapon.
Not bad.
So I would just put on a +2 great axe, then add this other stuff, right?
Yep. And I would say in your, like, you know where rage is located? Where the rage damage is located? Just add another box in there and then put Aeonian Golden Axe 1d8 fire damage and then Aeonian Golden Axe 2d8 fire damage. So that when you swap these, you can just figure it out. Cool. You will note too, sorry, this wasn't mentioned while you were at the house, but the horses were gone. So that probably happened when the fire started. We didn't talk about it. We already moved past it. So
They were probably going to tattle on us.
That's another bad sign for us, yeah.
I just
Yeah.
want to make sure that was the case. But yeah, so you're allowed to move one more hex after your short rest. Are you going to move diagonally southwest, or are you going to try and move towards the path?
I vote
I-
away from the
I vote
path.
off the path, probably down in southwest.
You said it's not a cliff in the descent?
Yeah, it's kind of it's not exactly rolling hills. Do you remember Princess Bride when she just pushes the guy off of the?
As you wish.
It's like that a lot. It's like that for a while.
Okay. Which
Roll
one
down the
seems
hill,
like
you think?
it's going to be easier to hide in? The
So-
hilly area or the grassy area?
The grassy area to the southwest of you looks like it would be extremely beneficial to hide in. Or you can remain here. The grass is okay here, but again, it does look like it's close enough to the road that it has been searched and might be again.
Yeah, I think we're too close and we've already produced too much foot traffic. I'm going to try to cover some of that in the next hex.
Perfection. Go ahead and make a stealth check for me since you're going to be doing the cover up, the basically trying to scuff up the path, and you do great. And then you move into the next hex, and I need you to go ahead
Hate
and
to
roll.
say it, boys, but we're gonna walk on the corpses so we don't leave footprints.
Go ahead and roll a d20 for random encounters.
6.
Better.
So
I'm not mad at a 6.
as night starts to fall, you are very confident in the foot traffic blocking that you have succeeded in, and you come to a point in the high grass where you find a couple of brushes, which looks like a place you can kind of find a nice copse of bush and kind of hide in. There's some lingering animals inside, but it's mostly just grassland kind of creatures like groundhog, squirrels,
Critters.
rats, and the like. But yeah, it's nice enough. But once you get to that position and kind of start setting up, go ahead and make a survival roll to see if you can set up or establish a camp.
I'll have Silas help me for the advantage.
If you both have survival trained, that'll be fine.
We do.
Okay.
12.
Advantage is 12.
Oh yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay,
It's gonna be great. We're gonna have a good house.
No camp
That's
is
my
established.
mermaid.
No camp?
So no, sorry, we're focusing on special rules here. So, the survival skill trick, establish camp, is not succeeded. You didn't succeed in that.
Alright, boys, just pull up some grass. We're roughing it tonight.
Can I just soak into the ground?
Find an anthill and take the shape of it.
It's a dry season.
Yeah, so establish camp just gives everybody +5 to their passive perception when they're taking watch against any hostile.
Oh, we got an elf. Oh, no, we don't. He's a ghost. Shit.
Okay. Doesn't have to rest.
You were
Ghosts-
too rough with him.
Ghosts don't have to rest. Sleep is
All right.
a thing that they have to do. So yeah, absolutely fine. They don't have to eat either.
I zoned out. What did you just say?
They're like, we have an elf. The elf can take watch, and I'm like, the elf's dead, but they're still an elf. But also, they don't have to rest.
You don't get the bonuses of your body because you don't have it anymore, but you're actually just a little bit better while dead at keeping watch while we sleep.
Yeah.
If I decided to let you know. You did shove an axe into my body.
Only so we didn't break our only bag of holding.
Keeping in mind, the body is not the body you'll return to. When you
Still.
reform, it'll be an effigy you make. But yeah.
Did I keep any of my personality coming into this? Because I was in winter form, so I'm gonna be very,
a winter raid?
very mad about all of it. So
Exciting.
Listen, I have
I'm
a
like,
life in
if
real
I
life.
died in
I don't
any
need
other
this in my
season-
fantasy world.
probably wouldn't have cared, but I died in winter season, so I'm really pissed off.
Fair. Okay, so 3d20s for the watches. I just need 3 random rolls for random encounters. Yeah,
I got
the
one.
sets are relatively safe, though.
Joseph,
13.
take one. And Chody, take one.
What am I taking?
D20.
D20. Come on, one.
There you go.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so
Jimmy the cleric strolls through.
so no one's taking watches. It's just Sanat, right? Was that the plan?
Oh, I feel like we would back him up, but
Yeah, we're
Okay.
not gonna leave him alone.
So
the entire time.
you're still going through a watch cycle. It's just also super undead elf on the docket. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so who would be on third watch?
Jody, he rolled it.
Okay.
Yeah, Silas.
So,
Cool.
Silas and Sanat, I need both of you to go ahead and make a perception check.
Not good at that.
Yes, you are.
And I'm doing this from the spirit sheet.
Yeah. Okay. And no one's spending inspiration, right?
Oh, you DM
What
rolled.
did you roll?
Oh, sorry, it
Oh.
is DM roll.
Yeah.
That's my fault. Go ahead and roll it again when I say go. Hold on.
Free roll because he did poorly.
I'm being kind.
Let's see something big.
Alright, go ahead and try it again.
I was like, did you just change things that I'm looking at?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I-
we'll do that.
Okay, so not great, but better than before. So Silas, you are just kind of staring at this axe, kind of just, infatuated. Um, but the ghost sees something in the sky kind of breach the cloud line. It almost looks like a silvery line that just kind of slowly descends and seems to drop off to the south of where you're located. You can't exactly tell exactly where it hits, but you know that it hit in this hex. You feel like if it's interesting or important and you wanted to find it, due to the perception check that you got, tomorrow you could spend one of your normal movement cycles to search it out and find it. And if you bring that to Silas's attention, you can't search for it now because it's still during the watch, and you don't want to.
I'm gonna try to tell you about this new axe.
So that hex would just count as 2 while moving tomorrow
No.
to find it?
It's not in another hex. It's in the hex you're in. So if you want,
we just lose one of our moves.
-1, okay.
I think it's probably good.
That sounds like a cursed sword if I've ever heard one. So
Our swords don't fall out of the sky.
they do it in
Not
my
on
dreams. They do it in my dreams.
See a doctor.
Why do you dream about cursed swords?
I love
Dream
it.
about good swords that are just good.
Get my dreams and into my sheath.
It's filthy.
I'm a dork. I'm
No.
sorry.
I love it. That's my new theme song.
That's what I always say. All right. That said, when you wake up in the morning, gain the benefits of a long rest, and if you are planning on moving, you can, or if you're planning on searching out for the fallen item.
Oh, Nyx is all like, more like kill a deed, right, fellas? And then we move on. Like nobody acknowledged that.
Fair.
So you said something about a silver line. Let's find that thing.
Like a full 12 hours passed.
So
That's what he woke up with.
I just want to double check. You are searching
He was up
for
all night.
whatever it was that fell from the sky. Okay, great. When you do eventually find it, and it does take the full block of about 2 or so hours.
We did get the full rest.
Yeah, you got your
Apologies. Thank you. Long rest.
You find what it is, and it appears to be about a basketball-sized lump of rock. Looking at this basketball-sized lump of rock, on the front end of it where it impacted, as you kind of look at it, you can see that there's kind of like a rim of what appears to be kind of a silverish kind of coloring. And as you kind of move the rock astride, like kind of rolling it to the side of it, it looks like where it impacted, like the front of it, is completely sleek and like shiny, very bright white silvery metal. Ezekiel, you have Smith's tools trained, correct?
Yep.
That is mithril. That's about 20 pounds of mithril.
From heaven.
It's sky.
Yeah.
It's sky material. Yeah. That and there's a couple of sky metals. Misium is another one that falls into this realm. But yeah, mithril, 20 pounds of it.
Yes. Let's take it, boys.
All right, good, right?
It's not bad.
Somebody write that down and bag it.
Shove that in with the rest of Sanaa.
Yo.
Ezekiel, you got that, right?
Yeah, I can hold on to it.
Mark it down.
Okay. So,
My item list is long.
taking note of your map, you would know at this point, like as you kind of wake the next morning, you could try and make it to Swordbreak, but you know you're not welcome there. You could try and move past Renard's Run back to Amelvote, but you know
That other
that
guy might have smoothed things over for us.
maybe. You can definitely try it. You can move back north past Renard's Run and head back to Amelvote, or you can strike out on your own path. So again, the map that you have before you is the map you have in character, and the markings, I assume, are things that you have notated. So you kind of have an idea of the
I haven't had any readings from the Lodestar.
Nope.
Didn't think so.
I say we go off in towards the west. Because I like to explore, and curiosity has killed a cat and a dog at this point.
But we got a dead friend here.
Yeah, we need to find a soul well as quick as we can.
The two we know
There's one in
where
Swordbreak.
they are is
but
in
it's annoying.
Swordbreak and Anvilvote, which are both a jog.
And well, it's a lot closer, and it's doable in a day.
I don't think it's doable in a day. No.
Yeah, it's on the edge of the 4th hex. We got 4 left, right?
You have 3.
We only ever have 3 in a day.
Oh, sorry. Do you have 2?
No,
Yeah, we only have
I've
2
got
for the day.
grasslands. We can move at normal speed.
Oh, right. So you're moving at 4. 4 is normal speed. On a
Okay.
road, it's
Okay.
5. It's always plus
So
1
we've
for
got
roads.
So we've got 3 left.
Right. Yeah, you won't make it to vote. Not in 1. Again, your map has markers and indicators. Again, you don't know what this settlement is. You just know that it is a settlement. And again, you don't know whether this is a smudge on the map or something of import.
Yeah, quit eating all that jelly while you're making maps.
Says the plasmoid holding the map.
No such
Sorry,
thing as a
it's
coin.
It's like I'm a
for a
perpetual
reason.
sneeze.
Tap, and it's just goo, goo, goo.
Just soaking through it.
Sounds like the DM wants us to go to the smudge, so I think we should just
No, I
run
didn't say
away
that.
from it.
I never said that. I would never say that.
I want us to go to the smudge.
I vote smudge with 3 hexes due south.
That looks me.
We can make it to the smudge if we head towards the smudge. I'm a smudge. I'd like to visit a larger smudge.
All right, smudge town.
Okay.
Jody, any vote against? Joseph, any vote against? Jody, you're muted.
Smudge, let's go.
Okay.
It's fine, let's go.
Jody,
Joseph,
you
you
have
cool
an
with-
echo.
I don't have a say in the matter.
Yeah, you do. You can talk.
Kinda do.
I mean, my body is literally in a bag. I don't have a say in the matter. You can do whatever you want. Not like I can choose
That's
to do
defeated.
something.
I just want to make sure, like, you have agency. You can do stuff. Like, you're not.
I know, but I can't leave you if I disagree. You have my body in a bag.
We're gonna make this right.
With my stuff.
So you're going to head here and then here. Is that right?
We value your opinion, alive or not. You're part of the party.
D20 rolls. I need 2 of them.
I want to do one.
11.
And 18.
You dick.
D100.
Yeah, I was overdue.
Right in
Yeah,
smudge town.
59.
Oh, that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all.
Do I get absorbed into the smudge? Do I become colossal smudge?
Ooh,
Stay Puft Marshmallow
That'd
Man.
be pretty cool.
interesting. Okay, so as you start to approach the space on the map, what you notice, Uther, is it's not a smudge. It looks like it is a small forest. What you immediately notice about the forest from a distance is that it is completely dead. All of the trees are branchless, or not branchless, leafless. They are just all just skeletons of trees. Looking at this strange kind of area, you do see what looks like kind of a glowing yellowish white light that then slowly starts to turn pinkish purple. It seems to be kind of moving inside of the tree line, like right at the edge of the trees. And Bodhi, there's a sense of familiarity about this. You're pretty sure
This
that
place?
no, the light. It feels like it's some sort of fae. So
Oh.
to you, it feels like it might be some sort of trickster spirit, or it could be anything ranging from like I'm trying to think of some of them. It could be something as simple as like just fairy light, like fairies. It could be a fairy dragon. It could be
Those are nice.
other type creatures that are kind of fey and more like leaning towards like fairy. Definitely not like dryads or hamadryads or anything like that. More the trickster types.
Like those bastards that try to kick our ass back in that other forest.
No, none of those. They
Yeah.
were mean.
The other thing you'll note, Bodhi, is that the lodestar is picking up something.
I was about to ask that. Okay. Well, I guess we cautiously try to follow any kind of reading from the lodestar.
Okay. Yeah, again, it's not
I'm
directional.
assuming
It's
into.
just-
I know. I'm assuming we're moving into the forest.
Yeah, it definitely feels like that's kind of when you first got the pickup, was when you kind of got closer to the forest there. But the light,
I'll take the lead.
as you get like within 30 or so feet of the tree line, the lights disappear.
Within the forest.
Yeah, whatever it was that was moving about is obviously cognizant of your presence and aware.
How will-o-wisp are they?
I
So I will run.
will run away from
Those
the.
fucked you up. I'm going to announce loudly in Sylvan, I'm looking for shelter. My party needs to recover. Can I be safe here?
No response.
I'm going to take like 10, 15 steps and repeat it louder.
No response.
I'd like to just scout the area. Is there anything that's standing out currently?
Mm-mm. So the trees are completely just dead. The ground is covered in a decently thick layer of dead leaves. So it feels like everywhere you walk, there's kind of just like a nice cushion to your step. It's not crunchy. It's more of the kind of soggy, dank floor of like, a swamp that's or a
Got
forest.
rot.
It's not rotted. It definitely does seem like as you're stepping, there is kind of like a scurrying about of like small bugs and whatnot. You can see the signs of like termites in the trees. You can see the signs of all different types of kind of tree eating type things. Off in the distance, you're pretty sure you hear the loud sound of a woodpecker banging against one of the trees. Which at first kind of like stuns some of you, but then immediately you recognize what's happening and understand. But yeah, as you're moving into the forest and kind of moving about, forest is not one of the territories that you have as a good one, right?
No.
Okay. There isn't an immediate path. There's no directionality. If your goal is to search the forest, you can waste another block of your movement to try and find what would be the Lodestar's kind of beacon.
But we had to use 2 to get here. I think this is rest
We have one.
time.
We have one remaining. We had 3.
Oh, we had 3. That's right. Because we had 4 from Grasslands.
We were in grasslands when it started. Yeah.
Got it.
So we'll burn the last one to find it, so we can get a body back for a buddy.
So just as evening and twilight is kind of falling, as it comes to the latter portion of the day, you come to what you feel, Bodhi, is the heart of this forest. Trees are all dead, everything as I described it. But there's a small grove in the center of this space. And in the center of this grove is a stone pedestal, like a stone dais, rather. In the center of the dais, there is an altar. And built into the altar, or at least from what you can tell, is the effigy of a hand kind of reaching up. And setting inside of the hand, kind of pointed skyward, is a small, kind of curvy dagger. The dagger looks like it's not made of stone. Everything else about this looks like it's made of stone.
Stone dais, stone hand.
And then actual dagger kind of being held aloft
A
by the
wacky
hand.
dagger.
It's a
Like your eternal reward dagger.
It's a Chris dagger. Yeah, exactly. Your eternal reward dagger. Correct. Which again, Bodhi, Sanat, and I think who else is trained? Wait, no, Bodhi, you're not trained in religion, are you?
Fuck no.
Why did I think you were trained in religion? Sanat.
I don't know. I've got a lot of trauma.
Rolling Rock was.
Rolling Rock with the religion guy. Okay, so the Chris
Yeah,
dagger.
I've got
Listen
history. I've got history and Arcana, not religion.
The Chris dagger we've seen before. We've kind of seen it, but we don't know what its true meaning is because we're all religion illiterate.
Andy Jack of all trades it.
Yeah, he's a clever boy.
Cool. It's definitely some sort of sacrificial implement with a 14. And then go ahead and give me the
How does Jack of all trades work? What do I
Aegis
add?
religion is already in there.
18.
Yeah. So he would recognize it's an athame, which is a specifically set dagger for sacrifice. It being kind of placed here is confusing. He'd also point out that on the dais there are ancient glyphs that have been kind of patterned all throughout the base of it, underneath that first step. Like this is kind of magical ground, this space. But what you note, Bodhi, is that the soul well.
Nix.
No, Bodhi.
Oh, okay.
The soul well is present. It appears to be the dagger. And you're looking at it, everybody, and you don't see the effects of a soul well at first, But as you, Bodhi, and Nix and everybody are kind of looking at it more and more, it seems the well is actually being cut out of its space in the shadow plane by the knife. So it's like the knife is piercing the veil of reality, and the well is kind of bleeding out of it. Make sense?
Okay, so we're gonna
Yep.
double up
Yeah.
watches for tonight. You're gonna put in the call, and Sanat's gonna start building the body.
If
Yeah.
I have access to it, yeah, I'm gonna start to reach out to Dekelis.
Okay.
Also, we wouldn't have gotten that guy's shred if we left his body in the fire.
Yeah, you don't have a shred.
What shred?
You had a choice.
He was.
You had a
Yeah,
choice.
I
It was
forgot.
either him or the axe, really. So you made
My
your
bad,
choice.
Ezekiel. Oh, there was nothing I could do. There was nothing anyone could do. Willadine had a shred that would have been fun for Ezekiel.
Yeah, nobody searched his corpse. Anywho.
Yeah, we can go back later.
I'm sure they recovered it by now.
Yeah, it's probably just laying there.
They would know to look for it.
It's a big
Maybe-
fire.
Maybe there's just like a bag, like a small little loot bag that's just kind of left
Mhm.
behind, you know? That's how it usually
I know the
works.
type.
Loot despawns in like a couple days at game time, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's exactly how it works. So, as you are seated here, and you're performing your tasks, no rolls are necessary for random encounters here. There is an eerie silence as nightfall hits, like in twilight passes, that is very, very chilling. Absolutely disturbing. But the soul well functions as normal. You can definitely put forward a call. You can start to form an effigy. You can switch out your shreds or fetishes at your pleasure. Whatever you're doing, that's fine. But the other thing that you need to take into account is that we're going to gain a shit ton of experience. I'd like to get the Dekelis call out of the way, though, because that might actually give you more experience, depending on how the conversation goes.
Can we
That
get?
was the first part of being here. So yeah.
Can we get Sanat some of that experience from the call if he's missing out on the fight?
Oh, no, yeah.
experience?
Sanat's quest is the same as yours. They have the same goal. It's just theirs.
Right, but he's in ghost body.
He's a ghost body. I don't want him to miss out on experience if it
Yeah, no,
hinges on it coming before or after the call.
the experience will happen in a way that it goes to both. So yeah, again, if you gain experience in a ghost, it goes to the body.
But we don't
Oh, okay.
gain. We don't
Oh,
actually
that's
gain
right.
experience till the end of a long rest, though, right?
Right.
So he'll
Did
have
he-
a body at the time that we gain it.
Correct.
So we're good.
Yeah, but if you gain experience as a spirit and then you form a body, your experience is the spirit's experience. You don't. It doesn't
Okay.
reset to 0. You don't.
But I
you'll
lose. But
No,
I didn't
yeah, we
gain the
already-
experience from killing the 3 guys.
You'll gain all that. Yeah.
You'll
Yeah.
lose experience you had prior to that.
Correct.
Your body and your ghost can be at different levels, though. So if he switches back to his body and then gains it, it's still more beneficial than gaining it as a ghost.
No. If he gains experience as a ghost and then creates a body, the experience isn't different than the spirit's. So, like, if he has 1,000 experience as a ghost and during his ghost time gains 20,000 and then gets a body, his experience as a body is not going to be 1,000. It's going to be 21,000. Like, all the spirit experience moves over. It doesn't go the other way, though.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, I just want to make sure there's no
Yeah.
finagling we
No
need to do to
finagling
make
that
sure
needs to
he
be done.
gets stuff.
Joseph's going to
'Cause
get
that was-
all
that was a
of
fight.
the goods. But yeah.
But yeah, let's
Dekel's
ring a ding
conversation.
dong.
His form
Yeah.
appears before you. I assume you have interesting news. I believe my scry has concluded on a specific individual.
Interesting. Willadine
Is dead.
is dead.
Congratulations.
I don't know how secure our location is. I'll try to describe the place we're in if he knows anything about the Solwell network.
I can find you if I need to. Are you wanting me to recover you, or are you planning on staying afield?
No, we feel we may wish to still engage Bridger. Out of character, is that what we want to do?
I do have a matter that might prove more important at the time. It has come to my attention that recently, a few months ago, not exactly terribly recently, force of Denisovans raided a place known as Blood Rock. and also a fort of importance to Levidia. The western areas have fallen to Denisotvan forces. Only one survivor escaped the fort, a mage of some importance. She says that her allies at that place were put to the blade. Denisotvans are not a matter I think that you can take on single-handedly, but I do desire intelligence. Because what the mage says doesn't make sense.
Where is Blood Rock? What was it called again? I'm sorry.
If you denote it, it's already. I think it's already on the map.
Everybody else is listening. They might know stuff.
Yeah, it's already on the map because Uther knows
He's
exactly
on
where
speaker.
it is. Right, Uther?
Right,
Yeah.
Uther?
Uther knows exactly
Yeah.
where it is.
Oh yeah, I'm from there ish.
Yeah, that's exactly
Where?
where you're from, Blood Rock. That's where your Goliath tribe's from.
Give me a ping. Oh, okay. Your ping's like
So-
burgundy. It was hard to see.
He'll note that directly south of that, in the I'll check my notes and figure it out woods,
Good job, everybody.
the fort that was placed there has fallen to Denisotvan forces. And for those who haven't read the handout in a while, Denisotvans are humans from the west that
There's a long arm tribe.
long arm folk that claim to be descendants of the earliest of humanity, so that they are kind of in line with the draconic representatives from the Second Age, the War of Sword and Serpent. Their magic is different. It's very foreign in comparison to the way that magic is done by everyone that you are aware of. You have engaged Denisotvan forces before. There was a small scouting band.
There was a small skirmish.
Yep. And I assume Sanat has not engaged with any Denisotvans at current, I would say, since we haven't mentioned it.
He wasn't there for that one.
Yeah. And
He did like weird blood magic, right?
yeah, there was a blood mage.
He teleported.
Yep.
So, Decalis, you'd propose that we continue west and travel to
I know it might be an issue
Blood Rock.
for Uther engaging Bloodrock, so I'm not asking you to do that. No, instead, I would like for you to check out the fort in the woods, whose name I don't currently have available to me because I don't know where I
Is
put
it that one?
Yeah, it's here. I'll go ahead and mark it with a generic
Oh.
marker for now.
I'm familiar with the area.
Yeah.
I died there a couple times.
There's a fort out that way that was a conglomerate hold that was supplied by. My brain's working. Hold on. That
Blood
was
Rock?
supplied by Levidia. Those supplies were allowed passage by the Ionian riders despite the siege because of the importance of that fort. Is the one caveat. So Ionis was basically fueling the fort for a time. But Dekela says that, according to reports from the mage who escaped, all were put to the sword at that fort, and the Ionians have now been barring any transportation, even the goodwill transportation, to make sure that fort stayed active. It was believed that Ionian riders were at that fort, still working in tandem with members of the conglomerate and members of Levidia's kind of militia at that point. So even though they were still warring in the west, the fort was still being held by people who were not a part of that conflict.
Do you believe the Denisotvans now hold that fort?
According to the mage that returned back to Penford, that is accurate. I do not want you to engage it if you can avoid it, but I would like to know what their number is. Unfortunately, I am barred from being able to see it.
Sure.
It's based
Do you
on-
know of any Soulwell or means of contacting you at any sufficient distance from the fort?
Bloodrock has a soul well, to be sure.
Given our company, would there be other options than Blood Rock?
The bridge Tyren has a blood well at it as well. There is a sword burial on the western coast of the bridge that serves as such. This one, I believe, was indicated to us by an earlier group. That
And
said,
to be clear, you don't want us to take any more action against Ionis at this time. You'd prefer we deal with the fort south of Bloodrock.
the head has been cut off. I believe that we will start to see what happens with the camp in the near future. I don't think much will keep them sustained there. If a new leader arises when we communicate, before we communicate, I will make sure to notate it, and if the goals change, I will redirect you. But for the time being, if you're not too far from the western border of Levidia, information on this fort would greatly benefit the land. If Denisotvans are planning on moving easterly towards Levidia, then we are simply just defeating one group of enemies at the wall, than just to allow more.
I do need to report. Unfortunately, we weren't able to stop it. There were 3 mages, clearly of conglomerate colors, that were captured by Ionian riders. Their numbers were too great for us to intervene. They were being taken northwest to Ionis, dragged in cages.
They were going the other direction. They were heading to Bridger.
Really?
Yeah.
No, you told us they were going to Ionis.
Look at Brent nodding his head.
Brent, you're just nodding.
Nope.
No, I remember because we
You're
were
just nodding because you hear a beat.
we were like talking about to the right is where we seen them coming from.
Yeah. They came from the right, and you were looking south.
Oh, not right on the map, which is
Yeah.
east.
Sorry,
Yeah.
that's why that
Got
was
it.
confusing.
Let's use compass directions.
Right is not a compass direction.
That's what I'm saying.
Fair. I will just say west next time. It was west to east. Is the
I thought they were leaving Renard's Run and going to Ionis.
Ionis to Bridger.
I'm actually more comfortable with that than.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like, well,
They're not-
when you said you were going to Bridger, I thought that's why you were going. To go and try and save those mages.
No, we were just going to sink it.
if it's possible, we'd like to, but
More than fair.
it
I,
may not be possible.
Brent, were you on the same page as me there? Like, they were like, let's go to Bridger.
Yeah,
Like,
I thought we were going to go get them.
save the mage.
No, I thought we were gonna, pull double duty against Ionis.
Fair.
It's one thing that we defaced that horse statue in
Yeah.
the best way, and then we killed Willadine, and then we were gonna sabotage British.
Got a little extra credit on our way home.
But yeah, Decalis will basically state
Brownie
that
points.
If you are able and you're not doing anything regarding the Ionian efforts, make your way to the west, the western border.
Towards that fort.
Yeah, and basically borderline wise,
Just wants information on the fort, scout, kind of numbers, kind of forces they have. Okay.
Yeah. Borderline wise, basically like where it starts to become deserty, kind of colors. It's not actually desert; it's grasslands. It's just different. Like here,
Off of there?
top.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The savannah.
Yeah, that's more. That'll be leading into what is known as Anundia, which is the Middle Lands.
Is that not Denisotvan territory?
Denisovan territory technically is wherever they claim, but
Okay.
to the west is Scoria, where they come from, which is desert lands. You can kind of see some of it eking in, but this is technically Anundia still. Anundia
Okay.
goes all the way south down to, like right around here.
Let's see. I've not zoomed down enough.
Like here.
Oh, that's way down there. Okay.
Yeah, so all the western side is Anundia, and then Ulamar is the southern lands, which
Okay.
is like all the way to the peninsula, and then that middle island in the center is Ordris.
We're on the map twice. Just a
Yeah,
heads
I
up.
see the Ezekiel there in the middle. That's when you were doing the
Sneaky boy.
teleport shenanigans.
That was fun.
I am everywhere.
Ezekiel is boy.
Okay. If Decalis has nothing else to tell us, I'll just, basics report what's happened. Sanat's with us. We lost Sanat. We're about to bodybuild Sanat back into existence.
Perfection.
Hey,
I
that's
found-
Sanat. He's a ghost.
I found a
Have you met-
signet ring and I'm attuned to it so he can scry me whenever he wants.
You have a conglomerate ring. Perfect.
Yep.
Yeah, so does Silas, and we got 3 of those, didn't we?
Yep, I got one.
Yeah, if you're attuned to
Okay, it
you
was
get
you
track
3,
of
got it.
So yeah, he will go ahead and notate that. That is a very good
Good
addition.
thinking.
I will say that after the conversation, that's it, right? We're concluded.
Yeah.
Okay. So you will not gain the quest experience yet, but it will continue to build. So again, you chose not to return to Penford.
God damn, because we're so far.
No, I understand. You want to
He
stay afield.
changed the quest.
No,
He
no, no, no,
did.
no. So keep in mind, he said we will wait to see if it worked. So once that's done, then you'll get it. But yeah,
All right.
continuing to the experience.
Fuck!
Penford, why did you do a Kermit the Frog? Like you went fully.
Yeah, he went for it.
Oh.
I will say
It's
that
been out here
since
forever.
it's about 10 minutes till, and I don't think there's really much of anything we're going to be able to do here.
We're
Besides,
putting Sinat back together.
Sanat's going to be reformed. Not a problem. Ezekiel, no, didn't have anything switch-wise. You didn't get the. Okay. Does anybody have any fetish switches or any other switches? No, we're all good. Okay.
Nah.
And yeah, I mean, I was talking about going over, but now I'm talking about ending early. Yeah, I don't think there's much else that we can do in 10
We
minutes.
can talk about Bloodstone for another 10 minutes.
Blood
Or
Rock, you mean?
we spitball some names for that fort.
I mean, I guess we can do some logistics.
Coagulation.
Yeah, we can do some logistics and planning. So past that, where do you want to travel to, like, during this next day? And is anybody tempted to pick up the dagger off of the thing and...
Not especially.
Okay, great.
I'm a
least
little
not until
I'm
I'm
curious. Is it a mobile soul well?
Bodhi and Sanat would both realize that if you move the dagger, the soul well goes away.
I was like, please don't touch it until I'm done.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Can you identify the dagger while it sits there?
It's not magical.
We
Okay.
don't need an undercooked Sinat.
I don't know. It could be
All
cool.
half
Only get
forward,
like half
pink
done.
all the way through. Hairs didn't grow right.
And detecting magic in the space will let Sanat and also Bodhi know that this is a ley line. So this is actually a space that seems to be bordering 3 different dimensions. So the plane of shadow, based on the soul well, the material plane, and the Feywild, aka the Shazas. So,
Well, I'm a little uncomfortable with that, but they don't recognize me anymore.
well, on my rolls, unfortunately, the thing that I was gonna hope to do didn't happen. So, are you planning on moving from here and heading west, or do you have other goals in mind? Again, the board is yours.
I'm assuming we head west unless anybody else has something. We never got to gamble at Swordbreak, but then we kind of got kicked out of there.
Sure did. No, I'm good with West.
And I'll take the heat. That was my fault.
Okay. So, if
I
you're
summoned the tower. That was illegal.
heading west, you got grassland, so we got 4 hexes you can move. The river will bar some movement there, but not terribly so. I don't think you can ford it, like, at this midpoint. So if you'd like to move 4 hexes, I mean, you could get to here-ish, I think.
Do we know what that path is, the dotted line?
No.
I think it's just an
is
actual
path?
road.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just marked on the map. Most of the time, what those square marks are on the map, just if you're kind of wondering what they mean, it's typically like a waypoint or a hamlet, like a small town, very tiny town.
I can do with a town.
Renard's Run, I believe, had a similar marker for it before it got the Renard's Run and the town
Yeah.
marker.
Let's move up on that, but keep our distance then.
Okay, perfect. So give me 4d20 rolls.
Everybody but me take one. I blew it last time.
And I will note, at this point in the travel, it is very gloomy. It's very overcast. It's not raining, but it's just kind of like a
Not with this bunch of folk.
Jody, D20.
change of temperature.
Nick's out here singing a song, telling
Oh,
jokes.
damn, Jody.
All right.
2 in a day?
Well, that's really fun because
Now it's the worst
no,
one.
that's insanely fun. That's insanely fun. That is the most fortuitous and fun thing I've ever seen.
Does
So-
that mean we go gambling?
No, as you're maybe no. As
I mean,
you're
we win.
as you're traveling and making your way there, towards the end of the trip, it's getting into that kind of like very like dark, and kind of like the point where you start looking for a place to rest.
Twilight hours.
You can actually see that the clouds break. And when I say break, it's almost like they kind of supernaturally open up in a space well off in the distance ahead of you. You see a bright yellow and red glow come from that breach. And as you watch, that glow descends. Slowly, you start to see the shadow of a massive rock being propelled by some sort of elemental magic beneath it. You then watch as the mass of this thing continues to descend down, and with an earth-shaking thud, lands near what appears to be a very small town. You watch
Did we find Flap
as
Flap?
the town of Flap Flap lands right in
Son
front
of
of
a
you.
bitch.
And that,
Good job, Jody.
I think, is where we'll end the session for tonight. Thanks for watching those that did, and we will pick up as you finally catch Flap Flap. Ciao.